So today we're going to do some filet mignons on the Traeger. We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to use some garlic, rosemary, thyme, and some organic butter. Melt that all together and kind of baste it as we go. It's going to be a reverse sear, so we're going to put it on the Traeger for a little while. But to start things off, we're going to go ahead and put on some seasoning. Now, I don't know what it is about this one, but this Oak Ridge barbecue seasoning is delicious. I think it's become our family's new favorite. So we're going to go ahead and get plenty of seasoning on there. It'll kind of wash off as we baste it too, so don't be scared. There we go. Just kind of rub it in a little bit. We did kind of tenderize it too. There's a few little pokies that you might be able to see. This one you can probably see easier than the others. Just kind of lean that up for you. Has a little texture to it. And that there we did because when we do baste it, we do want it to kind of soak in even more than usual. And the main reason is because we do like this combination. We have found that you can't over flavor this with these spices. Just gonna flip those over. Gonna hit the back part up here now. Get a little bit of height too, nothing wrong with that. If you're a brisket person, you probably know all about it. Nice even pour is always good instead of a bunch of clumps. There we go. All right, I like the way that looks. I want to get a little more on this little spot right here too. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna rub that in there too. And I'm literally doing this a couple hours before we're gonna put it on the grill. With the steaks, you wanna make sure you get the meat as close to room temperature as possible. I found if it's an hour, typically it's, especially a thicker cut like this, it isn't gonna warm up in time. So we're gonna set these aside. We'll circle back in a little bit and show you what this looks like once we get it on the Traeger. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of prepping right now. We got our butter. We're gonna go ahead and throw on this makeshift tray I made out of tin foil. This is going to catch all the juices off the steak too. Don't be scared of the butter. This here, we're just going to go ahead and rip a few of these leaves off as well. Same with the thyme. We're a garlic family, so if you're not a garlic person, just ease into it a little bit at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and mince it because we are a garlic family. This will kind of enhance that flavor too. Yeah. Looking good. Already smell it. Okay. That should cut it with this here. If you want to stir it around, you can, but this is just going to melt down as we close the top. I'm going to scrape off a little bit of that garlic. There we go. And then these we're going to put on the top shelf. But while I do that, I'm going to push that in a little bit further. And this part of the cook, all we're trying to do is get that heat on there with a little bit of that flavor from the smoke. And when we're done, we're going to go ahead and sear both sides. And in this specific time that I do it, I'm going to get the crisscross on my natural gas grill that I have over here. But for now, we're going to leave this here for probably about 5 minutes or so until the butter starts to melt. Then I'll come back out here and we'll baste it. baste these up. Oh yeah. So the butter is doing what it's supposed to do. Melting everywhere. If you could smell this now. All you're gonna do, just get that butter up on here. Get a lot of it. And it'll start to soak into this meat, tenderizing it even more. Not to say you need to tenderize the filet mignon at all, but not a bad way to go. Push that tray back under there so it catches the drippings. We're gonna check this again, but I want to give a quick shout out to my niece Danny real quick for my hat. She thought it'd be cool to represent Uncle's YouTube channel, so thank you very much, Danny. I appreciate the hat. I'm gonna wear it every time I can. All right, love you. Okay, we've had this on about 15 minutes on this side. Just gonna show you real quickly, and then I'll kind of fast forward to the next step. There's no real grate marks on this, which is what we're looking for. That's gonna come later when I put it on my gas grill, just to, you know, sear the ends, really make it look pretty. Now it's time to sear these puppies. They've been sitting in here for a while, probably about 40 minutes right now. I'm gonna put these on this tray right here and move them over to my grill. And again, if I wanted to sear them on this, I sure could, but I'm gonna show you the quicker way. Follow me. I got this turned up 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we're gonna do here is we're kind of gonna release, let some of that heat out so I don't burn myself. Perfect. I did douse this with some avocado oil earlier on the grates. It does burn off a little bit slower than like your canola or even pretty much any other oil that I've found. Give this a nice press down. Perfect. Now we're going to wait about a minute. I'm going to close this back down. Boom. But in about a minute, we'll come back out and we'll do a quarter turn or half turn, which gets those lines going the other way too. So, be right back. All right, been about a minute. Just turn your steak about like so. About like so. Whoa! Fall apart on me. Don't forget to mash it down a bit. Just like branding a cow. You want to make sure them hot lines get on there. Perfect. Let me borrow this for a second, babe. You can tell it's not cooked too much either. This puppy is going to be awesome. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if those steak lines are on here. Oh yeah. Texas Roadhouse, eat your heart out. All right, let's push these down. Woo-hoo. Another 60 seconds, quarter turn. We pull these puppies off right after that, and let's enjoy. All right, last half turn here. Perfect, 60 more seconds. We let it rest and then we're gonna eat. Here we go. Woohoo! There we go. 4 lovely steaks sitting right here, ready to consume. Meet you on the inside. Don't forget the deliciousness of these drippings. We're going to pull these out and try to pour this in here. Oh yeah, we're going to put a little more of this while it's resting. Makes all the difference. So get some of that minced garlic if you're a garlic fan. Let it just pour all over your steak. And this is right after we took them off, so they're still nice and hot. Gonna give them a few minutes to kind of decompress here. And we'll go ahead and cut them open, have a little taste test. All right, you can see they look delicious. Let's see if they are delicious. I'm gonna move these over here because I got my eye on this one right here. First things first, let's cut this right down the middle. Okay. We ended up cooking this a little bit longer on that gas grill, but I wonder if I can even cut a slice. This might be too tender. All right, this is Isabel. There's your slice there. She's unsure.
And she was just able to cut it with her fork.
Stop.
Cheers. It was really delicious. Super moist. So it's got that Traeger element to it. But those flavors are delicious too. You gonna have more? All right. Thanks for watching. We'll put more videos together on Traegers, having a good time, grounding ourselves. Again, thank you again, my beautiful niece. I appreciate it, Danny. And it's now time for us to have some dinner. Thanks for watching.